And welcome back to Proline. I'm Dave Cokin, joined by Jim Feist. We're coming to you direct from Las Vegas, where the numbers are already up as far as the NFL is concerned. We're going to talk some NFL, specifically look at the AFC West in just a moment. Now, listen, football fast approaching, and there is a reason to get involved early because the rates are more expensive once the season starts. It's as simple as that. You jump in right now, and this is for either one of us, $19 for the entire NFL preseason. That'll include Jim's NFL preseason game of the year or my NFL preseason game of the year. That's included for $19. And we're even going to toss in a week of baseball completely free of charge. Make the phone call right now. One phone number, 1-855-472-2577. Take your pick, either Jim or myself, for $19. And you know what? I'm just going to wing this for the heck of it. How about we do this? How about both of us for $29? $29, you get both of our NFL preseasons, including the NFL preseason game of the year.
It's good with me. Let's do it. You know, the lines are already moving. I'm watching them right now on my screen. For a couple of weeks, they were up and hardly anything moved. Of course, yeah, the Carolina-Denver game did move because Denver doesn't really have a quarterback. They know who's going to play. But they're all moving now. So there's lots of action. You don't want to miss out. Get on board with us. We follow this along with baseball and everything else. We're ready. And we'll be following each and every player, coach, everything, injuries, the whole thing. Get on board with us now.
Now, you used the term we're ready. Are the Denver Broncos ready? This has been a chaotic offseason. Now, the odds we're going to use just for the purposes, you can shop around and get better numbers. We'll use basically what we come up as a consensus number to win the Super Bowl. Broncos 12-1 to win the Super Bowl. I got to tell you, there's not a chance in the world I'd spend $1 on them right now to win the Super Bowl. This is, I know, look, Bronco fans might not like me saying this, but I think Bronco fans will even admit it's been a rather turbulent offseason, and they're not in the shape they were going into last season. Plus, they're the defending champs. Everybody's going to be going after them. I think they're a lot longer than 12-1, in my opinion.
It's difficult for people to repeat.
Oh.
They've lost some players in the offseason. John Elway, they got the thing, they got the trophy, they held it up, everything else. But I think they got a little fortunate last year because they went against a team that made a lot of mistakes. They really didn't have much offense in the Super Bowl.
No, it was a terrible game. We
awful,
both won it, but it was a terrible game.
Awful game. But, you know, now Osweiler's gone, Manning's gone. Mark Sanchez, come on. You got to be joking. So they don't really have an A-type quarterback, maybe even not even a B-type quarterback to run the show. Can their defense hold up? Can they win games just with the defense? I don't think so.
Well,
you got to have a team that can put up some points, hold the ball. No, they're not 12-1. They might be closer to 25-1 or 30-1.
I think they just lost too many key guys.
Yes.
Malik Jackson isn't there anymore.
If anybody takes 12-1 with them right now is out of their mind.
Trevathan's gone.
Yep.
C.J. Anderson signed with the Dolphins.
Well, let's talk about how they're going to get into the Super Bowl in the first place.
Aqib Talib.
Yeah,
shot himself. Who knows?
Well, that always helps. You know, somebody else did that. Burris a couple years ago.
Well, Burris definitely shot himself. The gun fell out of him. But we don't really know exactly what happened with Talib yet, except it wasn't real good.
Exactly. Now, they're in the West. The teams in the West are the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Chargers. The Chargers are a mess. I'm just going to.
Oh, they're a bad team.
I'm going to eliminate them right now. They have no chance to win this division, and they may really have no chance to be a wild card.
No.
The Raiders,
they have a chance to be the drafting number 1 overall next year.
That's possible. Well, they have to fight the Browns for that. The Browns always get number 1 because they're the Browns. We're not going to pick on the Browns today. Anyway, the Chiefs have a legitimate shot. I'm looking at 25 to win the Super Bowl. I don't believe that, but they have a good shot to win this division. Yeah, you got Alex Smith, 20 TDs, 7 interceptions. He's the kind of guy, he just doesn't make a lot of mistakes, but he just doesn't get it done.
Yeah, I know. I hate using this term because it's almost offensive, but he carries that tag of
manager.
Good game manager.
Right.
Yeah.
And what about his head coach? This guy's been there a number of times in Philly. And time manager, oh my God, time manager for that's difficult.
I think the Chiefs, I think if you want to bet something on Kansas City, you bet them to win the division.
That's exactly where I'm going.
I don't look at this division as being one that's going to produce a Super Bowl champion.
I don't either. I don't understand why the Chiefs aren't the favorite to win this division right now, because
Denver's got the rep.
They got the rep, but they got no quarterback.
No, I know.
You got a proven quarterback here.
We haven't talked about the Raiders, which we need to do because the Raiders are getting better. But I wonder. I don't know. Is there any way to even measure this? The Las Vegas thing is real. Okay, it's got a good. Despite the fact that the commissioner, I don't even care what he says anymore. This has an excellent chance to happen. What about? I mean, what do you do with their home field advantage? Is there a home field advantage if a team is a lame duck team in a city? Which they might be. I got to tell you, that's not a good thing for them at home.
The Rams last year.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking. The Rams are leaving. They're going to L.A. Their fans, they weren't that supportive.
No.
Okay? Same thing here. Although, you know, the Raiders, I think everybody's overplaying what the Raiders did last year. They played a schedule that was kind of weak. They still, 24th in yards, 17th in points.
Where do you put Derek Carr? Where do you put Derek Carr at this point? I mean, he really did improve last year. So is he ready to ascend to that, I don't know about elite, but close to all-pro level?
32 TDs, 13 interceptions, 3,900 yards,
Didn't make the big mistakes last year that he'd made the prior year.
With quarterbacks, this is what I say about quarterbacks. If you can take a great athletic guy, sit back there, give him plenty of time to throw the ball, he'll kill you. But how's the offensive line? What's the running game like? Those two factors for a quarterback come into play a lot, and people don't really give it credit. So a great quarterback can be really awesome, Super Bowl talent, if you give him those two things, offensive line and running back. That's part of it. They didn't beat that many good teams last year. And I'm worried.
But the scheduling was just murder, and it's a bad schedule again. They've got to.
It is a bad schedule.
A lot of East Coast.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's really
and
tough.
That's tough. But if the Denver Broncos are down and the Chargers are down, that could end up being 4 wins for them in their own division. So then they got to battle with KC. Right now, I'm saying the Broncos are really going to be down because I don't know what they're going to do at quarterback.
I think Simeon's going to end up being the quarterback.
Come on,
he's going to make mistakes.
Of course, he's going to make mistakes, and almost no quarterback makes it through the whole year without injuries.
So we've got a consensus. I think Chiefs are our pick to win the division, and no team in this division worth an NFL a Super Bowl future.
No, and no wild cards out of this division.
Right. Now, if you want to get free plays each day in a recorded message, we have a toll-free number, and it's just that simple. You call the toll-free number, you get the pick on the phone. 1-888-478-9222 is the number. Make sure to call every day because there's going to be a free play every day.
Also, go to ProLineTV.com, click on the subscribe button. You get notifications, videos, plus you get podcasts, and you'll get a code how you can get 7 days of free service, ProLineTV.com.
Right. And thanks for joining us. We're going to be doing this every week, so we'll see you next week with another edition of ProLine.